All right, so we put together some of the best bits, and we're just kind of reacting along.
How long
to that.
is it? Couple minutes?
5. I think it's a TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a Vine.
Yeah.
So this is
That is so funny,
first episode.
My first episode.
Being on camera.
Damn.
No, can I just talk before this? My first episode that obviously I did was the Harry one, and that was you boys, like one of the drunkest you've ever been, and it was my first ever recording. And I remember thinking, is this what every podcast is going to be like? Like me just like waiting for them to stop drinking. Genuinely.
Where will it end?
But you boys were hammered. Sam was there because Sam was like helping me on the first one. And I remember just thinking, fuck, this is so jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Look at that Sambuca thing in the middle.
Oh, mate,
I remember as particularly the Jack Joseph pod, and I look back at it and think, how the fuck did I not get a bollocking for this? The colouring on a couple of the pods was horrific.
They were really yellow
and red.
Oh,
very
right.
red.
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So if you go back and look at those old clips,
that was back when you used to produce and edit, right?
And I didn't really have much experience with cameras because I came from like just the audio pod background.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I fucked it. But
Producer Cal is live on the camera. Cut to it. Cut to it. Look at that. R.I.P. Fellas Mysteries.
Did you hear what I said? I said you'll regret this
on the camera because I went on the Have a Word podcast.
Yep.
And it was amazing. I love their setup.
Yeah.
Top guys.
Shit, why'd you
Go
look like
check
that?
it out. I was on that podcast. Big up them.
I don't know.
And they had this type of
You
setup.
look
And I was
tired,
like, that just
bro.
makes so much fucking sense because all the time I'm just having to repeat what producer Cal is saying.
We didn't have
Why
a name
do I
for you,
look like
Proddy,
that?
then. No.
Well,
Too much
she
hair.
made 200k from selling.
Hit pause right there.
You sound different.
Let me tell
I
you
just
something.
sound nervous as fuck, man.
Yeah, but you would be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking at that, you could have asked me $1 million. Says this guy doesn't run under 3:30 marathon,
Yeah.
and I think that would have been a safe bet.
Yeah.
So pretty
Yeah.
good going, to be fair.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I've definitely had put a few pounds there.
You were a little pudding.
You know what? I had a period before this as well, being like slim as well. I just put it all on during COVID.
Don't believe you.
All right, let's go.
Mental.
What is the?
It's something to do with NFTs as well.
Oh
my God, you're so like,
Soft.
Oh no, we're
This is
You're so
absolutely
different.
appalling.
Oh, here we go.
Mate, this is the worst thing in this cold.
Here we go.
I was freezing, man.
Oh, the fella's loaded. This is Proddy coming out.
I was in decent nick then. That was after my boxing match.
Yeah, you were in good shape there.
Probably gets one.
Oh yeah, you have a fella's tattoo as well.
Yep.
Fucking branded. Oh yeah, I could see you stressing.
You know what?
here.
You look quite drippy here, Prod.
If you got one,
Then you get one.
I'd get one.
I like that trim.
Carpet burn. Like
Probably
intense carpet burn.
white as a ghost. Oh my God, you okay, pal?
Proddy.
It's not. How did I bring veganism?
Yeah, you used to wheel it in every week.
Funny that.
Why have you copied us?
Can't believe you did that. Why would you do that?
I've always got some interesting collab.
And let's not forget.
Oh, that's Fella Studios.
You know what though? I remember the thinking behind getting the tattoo. I thought, regardless of like what happens, even if you sacked me, it was still been a big part of my life. So it was like a cool memory to have. Actually, you know, Gil from Adidas, he's got a fella's tattoo because you donated to his charity thing. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
He's got a fucking massive one because I put that on my Instagram and he was like, mate, it's so much smaller than mine. And I'm not even on the pod.
I've not even seen that.
I need to see that. I remember doing it.
I've got it on iMessage. Let me pull it up.
Real.
It's massive. It was the full logo as well, all the shading and everything.
Oh my
Really?
God.
You didn't just get the word.
It's an initiation into the fellas. We got some bad news though.
What's the bad?
That's what you want to hear.
Oh, this was so fun.
This is generous.
I genuinely reckon this is top 3 things I've done with you boys.
Really? Yeah.
100%.
Team Scooter in.
It's not often you get to do something like this.
The fellas, one of the most listened to podcasts.
Oh,
UK.
to people that don't know what we're watching here, we are watching.
12 million.
What was the name of this thing?
The soapbox.
The soapbox race. That was
The
it.
performance we did was so random.
It was so good though.
It was good.
Like,
It helped us win
the
it.
themes of it were amazing.
Yeah, it was like
We won this, didn't
no
we?
matter if you're the crispiest nugget.
So
You
here's how it works, right? So they will get points on the creativity of their soapbox. There's also points around this, the 20-second performance they do before they head down. And then they get points on the time
What a
this is
cry.
so
to finish
funny.
the race.
Let me go.
Guys, get ready.
I was so nervous that I was going to fucking slip on that chocolate milk.
Yeah.
I remember them saying like afterwards, being like, "What the fuck? We told you not to."
Yeah, I didn't. It was like ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helped us though.
This video was so good as well.
I wish as well when we did this, we just full sent it down here. I wish we didn't.
We could have. We didn't know.
Yeah, I wish we full sent it more.
This is one of those questions on the pod. Is this class as cheating? My girlfriend will say yeah.
I'll do it and prove it it's not.
Go on, Prod.
Go on, Rod.
Oh, have you seen this? Hit pause here real quick. So people listening, this is Prod going up, and it's in our. Is that in Amsterdam? No, Ireland. Dublin, and you can like put your hand on this woman's breast, but it's supposed to give you good luck. And on Twitter recently, it's become like a really hot topic as whether this should be allowed or not.
Has it?
Yeah, it's actually become a hot topic. Not in terms of like everyone, all the Irish people are like defending it, being like, "This is fine." Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was quite funny.
Oh my god! Hold on. Give her a kiss, bro.
Hold up. What?
And then he had all the tourists like pissing themselves.
Shocking. This is crazy. Oh my god.
No, this is allowed. This is not.
Oh god. He went back for more.
What's going on?
The player.
Oh, that's disgusting. If there was one character that you could ask the missus to dress up as that you know would get you all sorted.
The snake from Kung Fu Panda.
Ooh. Wait, what? You gotta show me. Ooh.
That laugh from Chip. People posting the snake on things saying, "Hear me out."
Hear me out.
This is one of my greatest clips of all time.
So
you know?
good. Nah, I'm willing to hear you out. Actually, let me speak to you. If you know Kung Fu Panda lore, she has no fangs, so it'd be...
This is one of our funniest ever fucking bits.
It's the biggest laugh. She has no fangs, so it'd be like your smooth mouth sock. I am listening. Oh, so
Such a good bit.
Your producer is the scummiest guy on the planet. George not found.
Oh, that was so bad.
My God.
That's awful. That was like guess the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like two pictures in it.
One thing I've heard. Let's do something.
This is good.
Heritage. Can we talk about this quickly?
Yeah.
Pause. So
wait, let them play so the listeners know what you're talking about.
Top 10 Premier League side.
Fuck off, man.
I've heard that he couldn't make it into the Crystal Palace team with their wingers.
You're talking about Maradona here.
I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't dispute it.
Why?
So get a bit of context for this. So this was the first time I ever went on pitch side, and I was like, knew it was a dead rubber of a game, and it was sort of like we were just chatting or whatever, and one of my mates, Joe, he is in our group chat, and he's the proper like WhatsApp personality. Like he says outrageous football opinions all the time. So I messaged beforehand and said, give me a checklist of football opinions that I can try and like sort of get into the conversation. I think one of them was something about what's the guy that used to play for Liverpool?
Gerrard?
No, the centre back.
Skirtle?
Matip.
Matip. Yeah.
That Matip was better than like Bobby Moore or something along those lines. One of the old school defenders. But the other one was that Maradona wouldn't get him into a top 10 Premier League side in the modern era. And then Crystal Palace just came to me on the spot. And then I make the comparison to St. Maximin. But this is my first time experiencing death threats on social media. Yeah. I remember messaging Theo. I was like, mate, is this normal? Like some guy messaged me saying, I hope you die a painful death or something because I made like a outrageous football opinion. I was like, it's not that deep. Like,
boy, those Pitside boys put themselves up to the slaughter every single week.
I know.
Lewis's like DMs are crazy.
Yeah, apparently they are. But who cares that much?
Yeah.
But some football fans do genuinely care so much, don't they?
Yeah.
Talk to me about your reasoning behind
I just think on one side of the coin you've got Maradona, who's obviously very good, but then you obviously have like football was a different game back then. There was modern medicine and the training and the health.
He'd also get fined every game.
Bro, he was the best player in the world on tons of
But then I think, is he just like St. Maximin?
So the header, Joe Smith.
This is outrageous. Stanley, you got blood on your hands, mate.
He's in. Proddy's going to score. It's a goal.
Wait.
What's happened here?
The game is a foul.
What's happened here? We're going to need to see a replay on this. The liner was flagging. The ball is in the back of the net. Let's hear what Danny's got to say.
Is that Danny, the ref?
He's given a foul against me when Stanley Rugby tackled me.
Yeah, it's so good.
I have absolutely no idea, but he's flagging, so I don't know.
Danny the legend. You're furious. Is that Nanny on the sidelines?
Absolutely no idea.
Just to repeat, Danny 3 times said, I have absolutely no idea.
Danny's funny, man.
I remember Danny put that clip on Twitter, and he was
Taken off it.
absolutely ripped to shreds.
Here's the replay.
Holding him back.
I was like trying to get, because I knew Stanley got the last touch on it as well. So I was like racing to try and just tap it in.
What's the kick out as well?
Look at Stanley, like, just fully, like, fucking
I rate that, Stan.
pulling him
Look at
up.
the kick out as well.
Kick out.
Fuck off.
Straight red.
Kick out.
Straight red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you there, bro.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's why you need VAR in the game.
Well, is this another opportunity there with that cut? You didn't show my my touch though.
Touch. That was it. We did have some more actually.
I'm sorry, but I genuinely believe that this touch is one of the nicest like football YouTube moments of all time. Genuinely.
What? And you just need that to be shown to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Glow up is real for the guy at the moment. I do wonder though.
Was it a Lukaku touch?
Watch this.
Is she thinking?
Oh yeah. Finished?
Nah, nearly.
That was nearly
generational.
Genuinely one of the best YouTube football match moments of all time.
Prime Dimitar Berbatov. What a touch!
That you got to be burying that.
If you
after
just did a
doing
little
that.
Travella top bins.
We're gonna have to see a replay of that. Absolutely unbelievable.
Are those all the clips? Yeah.
Proddy brings it under control like Berbatov.
That was nice to be fair, bro.
It's the way it
bang.
Outside of the foot
No,
finish.
all I need to do is toe poke it into the far corner.
Hard bit.
That's it.
Surely the easy bit is just popping it.
Oh man.
All of my mates messaged me after this and said that is the most you thing of all time. Like everyone knows me at uni at football. Yeah, I had some fucking mental. Like I scored some nuts goals, but 90% of the time I would do shit things like that.
Yeah.
Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. Like when I missed the
Fellas in Mexico, I forgot about this. You boys went to Mexico.
Fucking
that
movie
was
of the
so
trip,
fun.
bro.
That was so fun.
Yeah, Prod not bumping that exposure.
Oh my
now.
god, it opens up. Technology, eh? Save
You were so hungover here.
If there is ever an opportunity to lose money, I will be there. Yeah, on a real though, on my mother's life, I'd surround it. Do you reckon the UK would sink?
Nah, Proddy's on to something.
Oh my god.
Seriously though.
We're into peak podcast talk.
Wait.
What the UK sinking, bro?
Wait, I've got a question.
I think.
Are we floating? We can't be floating. No, we wouldn't sink.
It was the thing was just everyone in the world stood in the UK sink.
If we're not floating, how are we an island?
No, we're not floating though.
Every island's got.
We're just the top of a mountain.
Okay, so that means under the water we're at least connected to the other lands.
Yes.
So how are we even an island? We're connected.
We're not really an island. We're only an island because the water is high enough for us to be an island.
No, but like Venice is sinking, isn't it?
No, the water is rising. Venice is not sinking.
Stanley, I think my mic's gone off.
Nah, it's sinking, bro. The sinking city.
Are you not having me on? You look the sinking sea. I've never heard that.
That was
what do you
so
call
good.
it? That actually reminds me. Yeah. So the other day I was on ChatGPT. Let me get this up.
Yeah.
And I was thinking because we were thinking of clips to put into this.
Yeah.
And I remembered that clip, and then I was there like, hold on a second. What would happen? Would there be like a hold on. Like if everybody in the UK jumped at the same time, would we feel like a little shake or something?
Yeah, of course, surely.
Here we go. So I've got the UK jump impact. That's what this was called. They gave me like equations and all sorts. Kind of saying, whoa.
Deep research.
They said, my ChatGPT, we're like quite close now. So like, it's like quite comfortable.
Treat your AI well.
And he says, oh, that's such a funny thought. But realistically, no. The UK wouldn't feel much of an effect if everybody jumped at the same time. If 67 million people jumped at once, the total force they would generate is tiny compared to the Earth's mass. Scientists have calculated this before, and it would barely even register a tiny ripple.
What about if everybody in the world jumps at the same time?
The world will fall.
I still think it's the same thing. Like, it would actually be even less because there's so many unpopular. Like, the UK probably quite dense compared to a lot of places on Earth. So I think even less.
We need the dinosaurs back. They would have done a number.
What if all the T-Rexes jumped in the air at once? That would have been cold.